Come to a seated position that feels comfortable for you and begin to find length in your spine. Start to deepen your breath here, filling up the belly on your inhale and letting it all out. Maybe play with breathing through your nose, in and out. And decide what you want your practice today to be about. Come to your child's pose when you're ready by separating the knees, connecting the toes, letting the hips sit back into your heels, and extending the arms as forward as you can. You can also keep your knees together for this. Whatever helps you to feel the most comfortable today. Begin to deepen your breath here, letting the belly drop every time you inhale. And just notice how you feel today. Are you holding tension in any part of your body? If so, what? Extend the arms all the way over to the left to open up the right side ribs. Reaching with energy through the fingertips, pressing into the earth, feeling connected. And then work your way over to the other side when you're ready. All the while deepening your breath. Don't be afraid to let your breath be audible. When you're ready, come up to your tabletop position, first finding a neutral spine. Wrists are directly below your shoulders, and knees are directly below your hips. And then start to find some movement in your spine through your cat and cows. First inhaling to look up and dropping the belly, and exhaling to lift up through the belly towards the spine and create an arch with your back as you look at your knees. Move at your own pace with this. The slower the better. And connect your breath to your movement. Inhale to look up. And exhale to contract. Find a neutral spine again and begin to draw a line across the right side of your body, reaching up through the right fingertips. Maybe your focus follows. And then dive underneath your left armpit, resting that right shoulder to the mat. Pressing away from the mat with your left hand. Use it as leverage to increase that twist. If you like, reach forward with your left arm and press into the mat. When you're ready, we'll unwind, re-extend the right fingertips to the sky, and then we'll do the other side. Inhale to draw a line across the left side of your body, reaching up through those left fingertips, and then diving underneath the other armpit, resting that left shoulder to the mat. Maybe you choose to extend the right arm, or not. Whatever works for you today. Find your neutral spine again. And we're going to find our puppy dog pose by leaving our hips just where they are, directly above the knees. And then reaching as far forward as we can, allowing the chest to fall towards the mat. Let that belly drop and fill in as you take in deep, full breaths here. And then you can press up, tuck your toes, lift your hips for your first downward facing dog of the day. Feel free to explore the movement in your body. Become aware of how you're feeling today. What feels good? What doesn't? Find your correct form by pressing away from the mat, tilting the hips towards the sky, and pressing your heels towards the earth. Come forward into a plank position. Engaging your core. Building some fire here for your energizing practice today. And then just drop the hips towards the mat as you come into a full cobra. Press away from the mat so that your head doesn't sink down below your shoulders. And then move back into your downward facing dog by lifting your hips. Let's find a mini flow here, moving through cobra to downward facing dog, back to cobra, connecting your breath to the movement, inhaling to your cobra, exhaling to your downward facing dog. And begin to move at your own pace, allowing the breath to inspire the movement. Allow your breath to lead, building energy here and power, strength for your day. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Step through and allow your other foot to meet your right foot. And then just hang heavy. Standing forward bend, Uttanasana. Shake out your head, your neck. Grab opposing elbows if you like. Find a sway if you like. And then just begin to roll up through your spine ever so slowly and rolling down, starting with the neck, ending with the tailbone. Take your time with this. Notice how your neck is feeling. Release anything that is holding tension. Sit back into your hips. Reach your arms up for your chair. Engaging your core, maintaining strength here. Allowing that energy to rise and fold over on the exhale. Back to your Uttanasana. Once again, we're going to find our chair by sitting the hips back, making sure that you can still see your toes. Keep that heart space open. And then we fold over once again. Reach behind your back and grab one of your wrists to help you to hang even heavier here. Think of your head as a bowling ball. Take your right arm to the outside of your left ankle and draw a line with your left fingertips all the way up. And release. Inhale to twist the other side. Exhale to release. Inhale to raise those arms up high. Maybe you go a little back. Totally up to you. And release. Let's find our mountain pose here. Grounding ourselves. Allowing our feet to connect to the earth. Opening up the palms. And when you're ready, inhale to rise those arms up high. Exhale to dive down with a flat back. Inhale to look up, find a mini flat back. Exhale to place the hands down, step back into your plank and lower. Inhale to press up, upward facing dog, lifting those thighs. Exhale to untuck the toes and lift those hips to downward facing dog. Step forward to the top of your mat, come right away to your mini flat back, and release. Inhale to rise, reach up, maybe you go back. Exhale to come down to your mountain pose. Move through your sun salutation A at your own pace, always connecting your breath to the movement. Maybe you increase the pace of your breath and movement as you go. Surya Namaskar is intended to give us energy and is meant to be done in the morning. When you finish your next flow, meet me at the top of your mat in mountain pose. And take your time. Step to the outer edges of your mat, a few feet of distance apart, and come down with a flat back, tilting at the pelvis, grabbing your ankles and pulling your chest through towards the center. Option to grab your big toe or slide your hands underneath your feet. Turn your toes slightly outward and sit the hips as low as you can without touching the mat. Press your elbows against your knees as leverage to open up the hips even wider, and press away with your hands. See if you can lengthen the spine here. Step the left foot back and release the knee to the mat and tuck the toes. If you'd like to bring your right foot closer to the outer edge of the mat, I encourage you to do so, opening up that hip region, and find whatever position in lizard feels good to you today. Maybe it's coming down to your forearms, or maybe you'd like to stay upright. Tuck the toes, lift that knee, and rise to your crescent lunge, keeping the right knee just above the ankle. Bring the hands to prayer. Inhale to lift and twist over towards the right, sliding the left elbow to the outer edge of your right knee. Take whatever position you like here. Maybe opening up your wings or binding. Or maybe you'd like to stay in prayer position. Come back to the center. Open up the hips and spread the arms wide to settle into your warrior two. Allow your gaze to be past that front hand. Place the right forearm on your right thigh and stretch the left all the way overhead to the other side. Staying open through the rib cage and looking up past your arm. If you'd like a little bit more of a core challenge, you can extend both arms. Windmill the arms open, passing through your warrior two, closing the hips to warrior one. Placing the hands down, stepping the left foot up towards the top of your mat, widening that stance and finding your malasana. Let's do the other side. Stepping the right foot back, untuck the toes and release the knee to the mat. Letting the left knee splay out Maybe heel toeing that left foot towards the outer edge of the mat, opening up that hip region. Maybe you'd like to come to your forearms. Breathe into this no matter how uncomfortable it might feel. Place that foot between both hands. Tuck the toes, lift that back knee, and rise to your crescent lunge, making sure that your knee is in alignment with your heel. Reaching up with energy through the fingertips, bring the hands to prayer pose. Lift to inhale and twist over to the left side, sliding that right elbow past the outer edge of the left knee, impressing away. Spreading the arms wide or taking a bind. Or maybe you stay in praying mantis. Find your center again and extend those arms high. Windmilling the arms and opening up the hips to settle into your warrior two on the other side. Make sure that your hips are tucked and you're pulling in through the belly. Place the left forearm on the left thigh and extend the right overhead. Again, here is an option to extend both arms for a more advanced core challenge. Open the arms to pass through your warrior two. Close the hips to your crescent lunge. Release the hands. Widen that left stance to the outer edge and step up to your Malasana. Finding that length again through the spine. If crow is in your practice, this is a great time to enter into that. Or maybe you're working towards it and you'd like to just rest your knees on the outer edges of your upper arms and gently rock back and forth forward, playing with that balance. Find your tall seat, extending the legs in front of you, and reach up to lengthen that spine. Inhale to come a few inches forward and continue to extend through your spine as you reach all the way down to eventually contract. Grab your shins, your ankles, your feet, whatever you can reach, and just fall into your legs or towards them, relaxing the neck. Reconnect with your breath again if you've lost it. Check in with yourself. Check in with your intention. And in your time, go ahead and slowly roll back all the way to your mat. Bring the left foot close to your hips and lift the right to cross over your left, sitting a couple of inches towards the right. Then let the knees fall to the left as you maintain both shoulder blades to the mat. Let your gaze fall over towards your right hand. Come back up and lift your left leg over your right this time, bringing the hips just a couple of inches towards the left before you let your knees fall to the right. Extend that left arm out and let your gaze follow. Take as much time as you need with this, and when you're ready, go ahead and extend both legs all the way down, letting your knees splay out to the side, coming into your Savasana. And you can use this time for whatever you need today. Maybe you just need a few deep breaths before you begin your day. Perhaps you can consider what you want out of today. What are your goals? What are you aiming for? What type of mindsets will you allow yourself to have? I encourage you to take as much time as you need in your final resting pose here. And I just thank you so much for joining me for this energizing yoga session. And if you enjoyed practicing with me today, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share the love. And until next time, remember, you are worth it.